Sennheiser. True audiophiles, people that are fanatics of the quality of sound they listen to, or people that work with audio and communication, know what Sennheiser is all about. For those that don't know, real quick, Sennheiser is mainly known for its consumer and professional headphones and microphones. Recently, Sennheiser sold their consumer audio business because they were not making a profit with that division, and the competition is very fierce. We will actually talk more in depth about this later in the video. Before we get to their downfall, let's talk about the rise of Sennheiser, and we shall start from the beginning. Sennheiser was actually started just a few weeks after the end of World War II by Professor Dr. Fritz Sennheiser in a farmhouse near Hanover, Germany. Dr. Fritz Sennheiser was sort of a prodigy. At the mere age of 11, due to his fascination with radios, he built a simple crystal receiver. Later on, in his early adulthood, he would pursue an electrical engineering degree from the Berlin Institute of Technology. Then he would go on and earn a PhD from the Heinrich Hertz Institute in 1940. 5 years later, in 1945, he founded Sennheiser. In the beginning, the company found early success producing measuring instruments such as the tube voltmeter and selling them to the electronics giant Siemens, which is still around today, by the way. Sennheiser's relationship with Siemens would bear fruitful as in 1947, they began building audio products when they first built and sold microphones to Siemens. And as we know now, the switch into audio is what built the company's fortune and reputation. During Dr. Fritz Sennheiser's tenure, the company was at the forefront of innovation. One of those innovations was the first shotgun microphone named MD82, produced in 1956. This shotgun microphone was a slender, highly sensitive, directional microphone widely used in film and television production. Another innovation was the HD414, the world's first open-back headphones, launched in 1968. To this date, this has been the best-selling full-size headphones of all time. And for those who are wondering, open-back headphones sit atop the ears, opposed to closed-back headphones that encase the ears completely. Moving forward, Dr. Fritz Sennheiser remained the CEO until 1982, when he handed over the management to his son, Dr. Georg Sennheiser. Dr. Georg Sennheiser was responsible for the internationalization of the business, opening up sales offices in different countries. He was also responsible in 1991 for launching the Orpheus headphones, which is considered the best headphones in the world for decades. Then in 1998, he launched the Evolution microphone series, which Aerosmith used to perform their #1 hit song in 1998 of I Don't Wanna Miss a Thing. From then on, the Evolution microphone series was a runaway success, with many more of the world's biggest stars using these microphones. Afterwards, Dr. Georg Sennheiser, in 2013, the company's management was passed to Dr. Andreas Sennheiser and Daniel Sennheiser. Both are grandsons of Dr. Fritz Sennheiser, and they are presently both the co-CEOs with equal rights and no division of responsibilities. So it is pretty cool to say that Sennheiser has been a family-run business for 3 generations now. And this leads us to the present day, where Sennheiser announced in May of 2021 that they sold their consumer business unit, which was responsible for a range of headphones and home entertainment speakers. Their consumer business unit was acquired by Sonova, a giant in the hearing aid business. Earlier in this video, it was noted that this consumer business unit was not turning a profit for Sennheiser. This was evident in the fact that in 2019, the consumer products hit record sales and revenue, but they still ended up slightly negative after taxes and interest. And as a result, they had to cut 650 jobs. Let's dive deeper on the reasons why their consumer business unit lost money. Number 1 is that they face strong competition. The consumer headphones and speaker market is extremely competitive, with deep-pocketed players such as Apple, who own Beats, Sony, and Bose. Let's remember, Sennheiser is a private, independent, family-run business. Although their 2020 revenue was impressive at 573.5 million euros, or 665 million US dollars, that's minuscule compared to Apple's 2020 revenue of 274.52 billion. Next up, the number 2 reason is due to a lifestyle change in society. The headphone markets have evolved in recent years. Headphones are now a lifestyle product. It's not good enough that they sound good. They have to look good and feel good too. One of the co-CEOs, Dr. Andreas Sennheiser, has said, quote, "We came from the audiophile side, so our looks tended to be boring. We never invested in branding consciously, but focused on the product. Now, headphone sales are driven by the need of people to express themselves, so branding and aesthetics are important. Just take a look at Beats. How many celebrities and influential people do you know have worn them?" And lastly, the third reason why Sennheiser did not make a profit was that they had to lower their profit margin. One of the reasons why Sennheiser has a lower profit margin is that Sennheiser does keep some of its manufacturing in-house, as they do own manufacturing factories in Germany, Ireland, and the USA. Manufacturing in these countries is great, but it is more expensive than manufacturing from China, and the extra cost of manufacturing in Germany, Ireland, and the USA eats away at the profit margins. Apple's Beats, by the way, is manufactured in China. Lastly, Apple, Sony, and Bose spend massive amounts on marketing. Andreas, one of the co-CEOs, has stated before selling their consumer business unit that they were doubling investments in marketing to keep up, and as you know, this again eats at their profit margin. All that being said, the Sennheiser story is not completely over. In fact, the rise again may be imminent. To use an analogy here, it seems like their troops are injured from battle and they have to retreat. And after regrouping, they will set forth on a new path on another territory to conquer. After selling their consumer business unit, Sennheiser is going to shift their entire focus to their professional audio division, where they provide audio equipment for live music, theater, studio, film, and video. They also have business communication solutions for conferences, meetings, and visitor guidance. To me, it feels like they are going back to their roots, as Dr. Fritz Sennheiser got his start selling to a business. Also, in the professional audio landscape, the look and lifestyle branding are not as important as the quality and output of the equipment, which Sennheiser is always known for. Finally, Sennheiser will still work together with Sonova, helping them by exchanging ideas on its development and brand identity. In addition, they are still linked together through licensing agreements, as the consumer products will not be rebranded and will still be using the Sennheiser's brand name. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below if you own a pair of Sennheiser headphones or any of their products, and what you think their consumer products will look like in the future.